two things I really enjoy doing. One is vast amounts of research. I like to win, and to win the game, you have to know the rules, and the rules are about 1,000,000 pages long. And so I enjoy reading case law for fun. I used to go
Pause. I enjoy reading case law for fun. Continue.
Okay, yeah, so that might not be quite normal, but it should be. Everyone should enjoy reading tax cases. And I go even deeper. It's now online, which is much easier, but back when you could only find, because the case decision is just the judge's decision, but there are boxes of materials that precede that. Just like in any normal court case, there would be the tax returns of the taxpayer, which are public record when they go to tax court. There would be depositions, there would be cross-examination, there would be expert witnesses. The IRS and the taxpayer would each write briefs. So there's a huge amount of information buried in the files of the actual case. And the only way to get that was to go to DC into this dingy little room with 2 chairs, and you'd have to tell them ahead of time, and they would come out with one case. They would come out with 1 or 2 shopping carts full of stuff, which for me was paradise.
So you're saying the 2 chairs there represented the crowds that were just pouring into this facility.
I have to
There's
admit,
like a
both
line
times
out the
I was
door.
there, I was able to put my feet up on the other chair. Now, I didn't do so on camera at the tax court in Washington, D.C., but I
Because
could
it's on
have.
camera.
Yeah, only because it was on camera.
Yep. Okay.
So then they would bring out a shopping cart full of everything. And so I would really geek out and go into, even by tax people's standards, this was probably a little bit on the spectrum. But I enjoy it. I like to win. I like to read. And so I like the deep research and then synthesizing it into an understandable, distilled format for normies and accountants, and maybe even making it periodically either entertaining or tasteless, depending on where your sense of humor runs compared to mine. And so basically been there, done that for quite some time, like doing the homework. In fact, you got me doing some homework because it'd been a long time since I'd really dug into the Augusta Rule. And of course, to do this, I had to find every case that pertained. And so, of course, that was just more fun.
So would you say is it fair to say that you've done exhaustive research on the Augusta Rule?
If there's something else out there that I didn't catch, I would dearly love to know about it. I just can't imagine. But you have to be humble, too.
So that was
a
a lawyer saying yes.